up? What's up? What's up to you all out there in the YouTube streets? I want to have this conversation because it's been a long time for Cardi B and having this conversation of her new single of her sophomore album. Invasion of Privacy was her debut album, sold millions of records, broke records, sold many records, won her a Grammy, and etc. But I have been just doing detailed detailed research and reading reports on what about her sophomore project. I haven't heard any updates like on the radio, like any promos. So I'm just looking at everything that I talk about and I'm going to discuss is rumors and just gossip. And so I just want to repeat what I've read, what I researched, and what I've heard. Now, of course, I'm watching other bloggers talk about it as well, but everybody and their mother is concerned about Cardi B. You know, when is Cardi B's going to make a sophomore project, a new record? I even went all the way further back earlier in March. You know, of course, this was a pandemic and Cardi was responding to our audience and she was saying, you know, to our fans that her single been postponed because of the pandemic. Now, with Cardi B, that was then you had Megan. All of these artists wasn't really popping when the pandemic first started. Like Megan wasn't really dominating the charts. You really didn't, you know, Nicki was kind of quiet, but during this pandemic, Nicki taking advantage of this pandemic. Nicki is taking advantage of this pandemic and making her records. Now, Cardi pretty much did not take advantage of the airtime, the radio time, took advantage of this pandemic when it was a complete shutdown. Yes, some parts of the country are open up. When I'm talking about where everything was shut down, Cardi did not take advantage of this opportunity. So I was wondering, I'm like, what is this single going to be? So I'm up there hearing rumors and stuff. I'm hearing that it's going to be an inspiration of like a new version of Ladies Night with Cardi, and I'm hearing with Meg, I'm hearing with Cupcake. It's just so many rappers that I've heard, even with the City Girls. I was hearing allegedly that they were going to do a record with Cardi B. So it's just a lot of people that I've heard that will do a record with her. And I think that would be great. Now, once I was doing some reading on Lipstick Alley and I was reading these, you know, gossip sites, that it was some rumors that Cardi B is having problems with her label and that she's trying to get more of the more of the pie, like renegotiating her contract for her debut, for her sophomore album. So while I was reading that outside, I find that quite interesting that maybe she's not getting a certain percentage that she would like. Maybe she's trying to negotiate. Maybe this is like a Megan Thee Stallion type of thing with her debut album when she were trying to get out more from 1501. So maybe Cardi B wants more money. Maybe she wants more money off the table. So, because I was looking at it and I'm looking at it all in detail, I'm like, why haven't Cardi B released a sophomore album? I understand the pandemic, but just because this is a pandemic doesn't mean that folks stop streaming music. Just because it's a pandemic, folks ain't stop. You know, some parts of the country, the clubs are open. People are doing kickbacks. They're doing virtual parties. They're doing a lot. You know, radio haven't stopped. People are still listening to the radio. The country is, of some parts of the country is opening up. So I question it. So I'm just reading and I'm looking. I'm like, and this is my suggestion and this is my prediction. If Cardi B continue to be silent and do not do any music, she will lose her spot as dominating the hip hop game. And she just got started. This is different than Nicki versus Lil Kim. And I said it earlier. She only had Lil Kim as competition and Kim wasn't really doing nothing. But when it comes to Cardi B and her sophomore album, it needs to be a clear indication that she needs to dominate and that she needs to have hits and it needs to be number one. Because if she don't have number one, people will trash her and they will throw her to the side. And literally they will move on. Because you see Cupcake, this woman came out of nowhere. I didn't know who this woman was. And she dominated with a top hit on iTunes. So Cardi B, with these two songs that I'm hearing that they're saying is going to come out, it needs to come out. Because please don't end up like Kim When Kim was saying, "Oh, I'm coming out with new music. It's coming. It's cooking. I'm cooking up some new music," and nothing really came out. And by the time an album came out for Kim, it was too late. It sold less than 1,000 copies. Now, Cardi is different than Kim because Cardi B have a bigger social media platform, but that's only going to take you so far. Eventually, people are going to get tired of your antics. They're going to be like, they're going to go to the next big thing. Megan is doing music and she's very active on social media because she understands that I got to dominate both, not only the charts, but I got to dominate Instagram. That's why she's shaking her butt, shaking her ass all on Instagram. And she does that because she understands that guys like big butts and women like it too. That's how you get clicks. That's how you get views. That's how you dominate Instagram because I am not as strong as Cardi on Instagram. So she's trying to kill two birds with one stone. But if rumors are true that Cardi B have a record with Megan Thee Stallion, I think that will be great for Cardi B career because Cardi needs a hit. She needs someone that will boost her up to the top 10. Now, even though I don't like Megan Thee Stallion new record, Girls in the Hood, I think it's a trash record. It's just garbage because I couldn't get into it the same. But it's still on the charts. Even though I didn't like it, but her fans, they ate it up. It's on the Billboard charts, right? So that would let you know that Megan is hot. She's not a one-hit wonder. Now, let me get to Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim. I put them up on here, and I had a conversation. I heard, and I was watching someone's show, and I agree with them. They said that Kim and Cardi should work together. Not Kim and Cardi, Kim and Nicki should work together. But this is what I'm going to say. All three of them should work together. Kim, Cardi, and Nicki. The reason why I say this, it will be this trinity of three of the top female acts, one from the past, two from this current generation, working together will dominate and will send shockwaves, and it will be great for female hip-hop. Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim beef is extensive beef, goes all the way back from 2010 all the way currently until Lil Kim said it was over with. All right. So when I was listening to Lil Kim and listening to her records, and when the beef started, when she was doing the diss records, she got so easily distracted by the beef. Nicki, on the other hand, even though she was beefing, even though she was throwing shots at Kim and said, "Where's your music?" when she was on the Angie Martinez show, she did not stop making good commercial music. Kim was so focused, and her strategy of attack was so outdated that it was 3 times of her making a mixtape, PayPal, another diss track, but she never followed up with a commercial top 10 single on the Billboard charts. When you go, and let me screen share this and show you Lil Kim. Thank you to the people that are criticizing me too. Welcome to the show. I'll get in the tweets too. Let's go to the Billboards. Let's see right quick. Let's go to Lil Kim chart history. When you scroll up, you go to Lil Kim. Back in 2005, it peaked at number 20. Sugar, Give Me Some, Trick Daddy featuring Ludacris, Lil Kim, CeeLo. Magic Stick peaked at number 2. That was back in 2013. I was 13 years old. When I was 17 years old, she had a hit, Let It Go, Keisha Cole featuring Missy Elliott and Lil Kim. That peaked at number 7. When I was 7 years old, Not Tonight, Lil Kim featuring the Brat, Left Eye, Missy Elliott, Angie Martinez. That peaked at number 6. 1998, I was 8 years old. Money, Power, and Respect. That record peaked at 17. No Time peaked at 18. That came out in 1997. The Jump Off peaked at 17. That came out in 2003. I was 13 years old. Candles Down, that came out. That peaked number 12, 2003. And that was with Christina Aguilera. This other one, this is the Lady Marmalade, that number 1, 2001. And I was 11. Of course, when I was 11, actually I was 10 because I didn't turn 11 until 2001. But wait a minute, Ray J featured Lil Kim. So you clearly just see that when you look at her chart history on the Billboard, it's not really that impressive. It's not. When you look at her chart history on the Billboard, it's not really that impressive. So let me stop her screen share. Now, during the peak of the beef, nothing. And they were beefing around like 2010, all of like they were beefing. Kim and Nicki were beefing like 2010, 2011, and all that. Nothing from Lil Kim. Okay. So let me take Lil Kim off the screen and let me show you Nicki. Now, this is the Billboard. This is what we're talking about resume. We're comparing Billboard against her. So when you go to Nicki Billboard, let me share Nicki's. All right, let's go to Nicki. Nicki chart history. When you scroll up, go to 2014. I was 14 years old. Only that was Nicki Minaj featuring Drake, Lil Wayne, Chris Brown. Peaked at 12. Beauty and the Beast, that's Justin Bieber featuring Nicki Minaj, peaked at number 5 in 2013. Hey Mama peaked at 8. Dance peaked at number 10. Till the World Ends peaked at number 3. Big Bang peaked at 16. That came out in 2018. The Way Life Goes 24 peaked at 24. Came out in 2017. Moments for Life 2011 peaked at 13. Anaconda peaked at 2. Motorsport peaked at 6, 2017. Rack It Up peaked at 8. So you clearly can see that her chart history and her entries on the Billboard dominated Kim's, right? It dominated Kim. So it's no question if you have an argument who was more impressive and charts and everything like that, Nicki clearly dominate. Now, some will argue, just like they put in the chat, and that's it. But Wiley, this is a different time because of social media, because the times have changed, and it's more opportunity. You got more streaming, it's more artists, it's more ways to get on the charts. The rules have changed. It was more difficult, more challenging. The rules wasn't, I understand that. But after you get through saying that, I'm looking at the charts, and the charts don't lie. The rules change, but the charts, the numbers are just, when it comes to female rap, Kim doesn't have that impressive Billboard resume like a Nicki. Now, Nicki is in an issue and a problem right now, and she has been criticized like this all the way going back from 2018. She's not very well liked in the industry. Number one, she comes off as aggressive. Some say she's the B, she's this, she's that. But I would say this, she came in very hard. And because she came in, because people were comparing her to Kim, she had to prove to the world that once she got success, she let it be known that she ain't taking no mess. But while doing that, she lost a lot of support from her sisters and brothers in the industry. People do criticize her. People have said nasty things about her, but they will do a record with her, and I agree. But then when it's time to show love, uplift her, they don't really do it. Kim, despite people not really purchasing her music, she still have the attention of the industry and the love and the respect of the industry. When you're talking about respect, Kim dominates that. If both of them come together, it will be, this is my prediction, it will be Brandy and Monica moment. It will be the Boy Is Mine era if Lil Kim and Nicki come together. I think that will dominate. It will be a number one hit. It will resurrect Kim's career. And it will prove to Nicki that Nicki is not this bitch. She is not difficult to work with. She and just them going on a press tour and just as sisters, I think that will help her image in the industry, that she's not nasty, she's not jealous, she don't want to be the only one. And I think that will be a good close for their beef, and it will help females and it will open up doors, and then it will take power away from men in the industry dogging women. It will take men out of the industry from just making women beef. And I personally believe this beef, when you research the beef between Kim and Nicki it's a lot of men that are involved in the beef. It's a lot of men that is involved in the beef that push those two women to beef with each other. That is my humble opinion. I personally believe that those men, whether it was Baby, whether it was Birdman, whether it was Lil Wayne, whether it was Drake, even with Ray J on the Kim side, Diddy, etc. It was a lot of men in hip hop add fuel to the fire when those two women were beefing. So now I think those two women, instead of having all these guys around them, pick up the phone and have a conversation. Because those women, I feel as though if those men wasn't pushing that, Baby, Young Money, all of that, I don't think it would have never been a beef. I think men in power forced those two women to beef. And I think Kim, since Kim was alone, she wasn't signed. I think she had the windmill. She went to the streets, and it was just too much people. And Kim in, what they said. And then you also had Foxy Brown involved. She was messy. So with Foxy Brown, when she told Nicki, why are you singing Lil Kim praises in interviews? Why are you singing Lil Kim praises in interviews? Because Lil Kim don't like you. Now, mind you, Foxy and Lil Kim had a beef going on for years. So why would you listen to somebody that you already beefing with? That's just like me. I'm beefing with somebody, and somebody goes, you already know why would you listen to somebody that already have a motive to don't want to see y'all together? Because Kim and Foxy have been beefing ever since for years. So for her to put her 2 cents in, it was just too much. And I think that Kim, and I gotta give you Kim, I gotta give you some criticism, Kim. What you did, sister, you took everything that Nicki did so personal. Instead of you looking like, I can't be mad at my sister because she doing this for business. It's profitable to, if I lay the blueprint, she take the blueprint, she come like me. I understand it. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Because since Kim was so feminine, she had the baby doll, she had hair, she created a style. Since it ain't too many female rappers that was successful, this one, why not just take a blueprint of a rapper that's no longer using it? And even Kim even said in interviews, and she said at shows, skip this pink wig. I did this 10 years ago. I come up with something new. Who cares? So you can no longer complain about, Nicki Minaj stealing from you. Because the blueprint was given, and what Nicki did, Nicki took the blueprint and made it into a household international brand. Kim do have a fan base, but Nicki is more a crossover act than Lil Kim. Nicki was on American Idol. That right there and there dominate anything that Kim ever did on her resume. Nicki have worked with the top rappers in the industry, and plus Nicki also act in one of the barbershops. Which barbershop was it? She acted in a movie. So she done a lot of things, and of course she done a lot of pop music work with a lot of pop artists. I personally believe since Kim took everything so personal, she got easily distracted. I understand. I get it. Because I get people, even when you're beefing, even with me, when I beef with people, I do get distracted. You do get distracted. You should be throwing a shot. You be throwing a shot. Instead of perfecting your craft, you're focusing on somebody else. So I understand. I get it because I've done that. I understand. And every once in a while, you got to reel me back in. But the difference with Kim, she did not follow up with commercial music. But if she worked with Nicki, that will boost Kim's career. That will even give Nicki a lot of praise and money, because between Kim fan base and Nicki fan base, it will dominate. And if Cardi is added on the track or the remix of the track, I think that would be great too. I think what I'm trying to preach or just have for this episode of the show is about unity in female hip hop. Remy, again, I got to bring Remy Mars up. And Remy Ma, I said Remy Mars. I don't want to bring him up. But Remy Ma got hot. She got distracted in the beef. She got so distracted in the beef. Look what happened. Her records didn't do anything. She got in a bad deal with a manager. And now she got dropped from her label. Now she's absolutely nothing. Because when she got out of jail, everybody was so happy with Remy, but Remy decided to beef with a household name, with an established artist that was hot. And Remy tried to come at her old school way, and it did not work. Because Remy still to this day does not have a good commercial record. Period. And the reason why I say Kim and Nicki instead of Kim and Foxy is because Kim and Nicki, their beef, the kids today pretty much recognize their beef than versus a Kim and Foxy beef. I would love to see a modern day ladies night. And that's typically what I was getting at when I was saying like a ladies night with those three, Kim, Cardi, and Nicki represented. And that's what I would love to see. And the reason why I had to do this video, because I said I got to do this video, I would love to see that on YouTube, on wherever they release it. I would be the first person right now. I'll be the first person right now to purchase the album. First one. If they come out with an album or a record, I'll be the first one to buy it because it's needed. And this is where I tell people, no matter what, if you're a female in this industry, don't take the bait to beef. Focus on your album, focus on your record, period. I will tell bloggers, and I'm going to take this advice. Don't do what I did in beef. Just focus on your video. Even if they drag you, don't take the beef. Don't take the bait. Lean back, take what you got, and just focus on your craft. You would be so much better, and you would be greater, and you would be well respected, even though you still see it, but that don't mean you have to necessarily respond. And that takes work. That's easy said and done, because when you're getting dragged, everybody don't know how to do, well, I ain't gonna pay it no mind. But I would love to see it. Now, some people in the chat will say, I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear that. Why they hang it up? Stop while you're at it. Everything like that. But you don't have to necessarily do that. And I get it, because I look at myself, I say, I'm so much better than beefing. And I had to stop at one point, just reflect, And even myself, I say I'm so much better than beefing. I say, you know what? I could do this, because I was going to make a whole diss record. I said, I'm about to get in the studio. I'm about to make a diss record. I'm about to make a video. But then I thought about it. I said, why, Wiley? Why do you want to do this? And the stuff that I was going to say in a diss record, people, mama names was going to be in a diss record. People, it was going to be crazy in the diss record. The stuff that I was going to say. Of course, I had a co-writer that was co-writing half of the stuff. But I said, if I do this, it's going to last forever. And why do you have to drag in people, family members, into the diss record? So I did not do it. And I said, you know what? Let me just focus on my craft, and don't necessarily focus on the comments when people speak so negatively of me. Because I listed at the comment all day. I unblocked everybody. Nobody is blocked. And I say, let me just focus on the content. But I will, again, I don't care what nobody say. I shared this video in all groups. Everybody agree what I said. I talked to somebody earlier. They said, Wiley, I would love to see a Kim and Nicki record. I said, Wiley, that would be great for hip hop. It will be one of the greatest things to ever happen in female hip hop, period. Period. It would be dope. It would be dope. I don't need Nicki and Lil Kim to come together and talk. I would love to see that. And speaking about the red table, I would love to see them both sit and have a conversation. I would love to see them both have some wine, sit and have some wine, and have a conversation as sisters and come to a resolution. And I would love to see that. And also, I would love to see Cardi. It needs to be like a town hall of female MC. I would love to see something like that. But women, you got to get away from these crews in your ear, biting up your all in your head. Focus, Megan. You coming? Don't go get in the beat. Erica Banks, don't do it. Don't take the bait. Don't beef. Just focus on the music. When you focus on the music, don't worry about it. Keep moving. And at the end of the day, they'll get tired and they'll stop. Because Kim got tired because Nicki wasn't responding. So eventually, Kim was like, you know what? I'm done. Let's nip it. Let us all shine. I'm done with it. She was done with it because it became exhausting because she looked crazy because Nicki wasn't responding. Nicki was responding in success. And here Kim wasn't really going nowhere. So in this video, I had to do it because I'm like, I definitely don't want to see Cardi fall down, but Cardi got to get out of because she loved to go off on other rappers. I didn't like the fact when she got the knot on her head. That wasn't cool. I was like, that wasn't a good look that she was so aggressive. She was getting too ratchet. Just focus on the music. People will say stuff when you're popping, they'll talk about you, but that don't mean you have to respond. And I'm taking that advice too. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking that advice too. And believe me, it's hard, especially when you are a public figure and you get the DMs and the emails on the daily, and you do be tempted. Oh, let me jab, because you do get the information on a daily basis. Kim hear what's going on. She hear what's going on. So you do get tempted to say something. And then people pump your head up. Well, if you don't do nothing, you weak. Man, don't look weak if you actually doing it. So I get it. But when I look at Kim, I said, Kim need this. Because that last album, it was a great album. I played the album. I listened to the album. It was a dope album, but nobody purchased it. Why? Because she did not do a good job promoting it. She thought, let me release 9. I'm Lil Kim. I'm Queen B. This false reality that you're dominating and people are going to flood to the stores instead of her working as a peasant or being hungry. Being a hungry queen, not say a peasant, being a hungry queen, out there hustling, going to stores, going to radio, international, going to colleges and universities, going to everything that you can humanly possibly go, and tell them that Kim is still here doing reality shows, just dominating. She did not really dominate and having an era because when Nicki were first coming out, she was too busy throwing shots. So when she said, I'm done beefing, I'm done with the beef, I'm going to come out with my album now, it was too late. So what Kim got to do, you have to start over almost like a new artist almost. You got to build your infrastructure and you have to introduce and remind your older fans as well as these new fans that don't know about you about Lil Kim. Right? And stop relying on Biggie because that ain't gonna work. Just like that's just not gonna work. These kids don't know who a Biggie Small is. That is just let it go and move forward and give us some fresh and new ideas. And I know some people is in the chat, and I'm looking on Twitter, and I'm just seeing how on a constant basis people would just drag Kim, and they said Kim can't rap. Kim can rap. I think that she's a good singer, but of course, when you don't show off them talents, when you ain't out here on American Idol, when American Idol was popping, Kim should have signed up. Kim should have signed up when there are these other shows. Kim should have been on at least on Real Housewives of Atlanta or Real High or what was that? Hip hop, Loving Hip Hop, New York. Should have already did it. Even though Nicki did do a song with Lil Kim and they took it off the album because they said that Kim verse was harder than Nicki, whatever the case is. I didn't hear the record like that. When I heard it, I'm like, okay, wasn't really all that. But I would love to see both of them just write a dope record, get a dope composer, get a good hook, a good dope record. It could be Ladies Night. I would love to. That's a true classic. I would love to see them do it and a video for it. And I'm the first one that will watch it. And I think it would be great for both women because it needs to be. but they got to put they all in all. They can't half do it. And you already know anything that Nicki touch, Nicki's going to do a good job. Nicki and Kim, need the exposure. It's an exposure problem. Just like when I look at and I diagnose the Wiley Show, and I look at the Wiley Show, it's not that I'm not talented. It is exposure. You have to get more exposure. You have to literally work. You got a lot of people. You have to work, because I've been in the game for 10 years, but I wasn't hungry. Wasn't really doing it like that. I didn't have the drive that I had now. If I had the drive when I first started, when the Scorpion Show had 10,000 subscribers, I would be way greater, but I did not have the drive. I was lazy. I did what I did, half do it. I didn't believe in myself, didn't think I was talented, and I stopped doing what I was doing. But about 2 years ago, you see the drive. But I got to add 10 more to, there's no telling, but you got to continue to do the work. You can't stop. See, when I first started doing blogging, I stopped multiple times. When I first started in 2011, I was 20 years old. I stopped. I do it, stop doing it, stop doing it, stop doing it. But now I have to continue to be consistent, because I've learned, somebody told me and whispered in my ear, you got to be consistent. You got to be consistent. Let me just whisper that into there. You got to work every day. Let me whisper that. Somebody tap me on my shoulder and say, you got to be consistent. So, and continue. So now you got the consistency and the drive. Now you got to work on strategies and exposure, and the right people got to see you, and the right topics and the right guests, and you got to know, what do you people like, what do they dislike, give them more what they like. So then now I'm in that. So now I'm in a different phase. Okay, now I'm at 10,000. Okay, now the challenge is, how did I get there? How can you do good? So it is a journey. I've gotten much better. Well, I have, because I'm learning from my comments. And this is why I say comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are very important, because I'm heavily influenced by comments. So whatever you're commenting on, and the engagement and liking and viewing and sharing, I'm paying attention to it more. And I understand that. And so, but you got to be consistent, people. If I stop, it's going to be somebody else, and you got to work hard. And it's a challenge, because you're competing with hungry people. So guess what? You got to be as hungry. It's going to be days. It's going to be sleepless nights. You get up. My day starts about 4 or 5 some in the morning, when I'm looking at a story, putting a thumbnail together, taking a shower, do the show. And then I got to do another show later on tonight. That's how you have to be. You got to have that drive. Lil Kim, Nicki can come together to show the new female rap not to be, period. Because they need to take that power away, because it's a spirit in female hip hop that beefing is the way to go. And it's not. And it's not. And it's not the way to go. And it's a lot of these men that does that. Stop doing it. Female, you already not as big as male hip hop. You're not dominating like the men, because a lot of them, it ain't a lot of women, because y'all need to start working together and strategizing and dominating, period. I just had a conversation with another blogger, and I said, I think we should collaborate. And he was like, word? I was like, even though I have my problems and I have my issue, but I said, I think we need to collaborate. I think we'll work better if we collaborate, because 2 + 2 = 4. While you over there, I'm over here. We can do some collaborations and spoon feed it to the audience, and we can just dominate the industry. Dominate. And so don't be surprised if you see some people up on here that I ain't too much care for, and that you see them on the platform. So just be on the lookout for that. And I love Cardi. I think Cardi is amazing artist. She make, when I want to literally, sweat and just work out and move my body and just I listen to a Cardi song that get the blood flowing. Boom, 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 boom. You're like, she made club bangers. Nicki made club bangers, and she makes songs that really I love to listen to. I love to vibe with it. I love to get it on with. I'm like, okay, the metaphors is so artistically, her videos is like she always telling a story. So if I ever want to get inspired, and she have her bangers, but she also got them slow records. them slow mental records, grand piano, she got them records where you can listen to her voice, and she can't sing. Now she ain't no Brandy, she ain't no Monica, she ain't no Fantasia. She's a Nicki, and Nicki's in her lane, right? But Cardi got them bangers, and she got them dope records, and so I love them all. I love them all, and I think that it would be great. The mascot would be great for Lil Kim to revive her. Thank you, Rosa, and I agree with you on that, because I thought about the real Masked Singer. I was like, the Masked Singer. I thought about that. That would be dope. And another thing I thought about her being on too is Wildin' Out. I said, why in the world Kim is not on Wildin' Out? Even though they're gonna drag Kim, but that will be great exposure. Go on Wildin' Out. Say your bars. They're gonna talk about your plastic surgery. They're gonna bring up Nicki. Have your clapbacks ready. Have a single ready. Put Nick Cannon or somebody else on a single with you, because you got to get people that the current market knows. That even you even get, because I seen how Kim did a record with Dream Doll. She did Frontal with Dream Doll. But Kim, you need to do a record with Erica Banks. She's hot coming up. Hop up on there, endorse it. That's how you stay relevant. And if you want to throw your little shots and whatever, whatever it takes you to get noticed, because you got to be a little controversial to get clicks and views and get listenership. I got to be controversial on this show to give you. You don't want to see me if all this is what we got to. You got to be a little messy. You got to be a little controversial. She messed up her nose and her face. She got her. This is a cute picture of her. It took me a while to get a decent picture of Kim. I would love to see Kim and Kaya to work together. I would love to see Kim and Kaya work together, or Lil Kim and Madison work together, or Lil Kim go on Madison's show. Kim needs to do more interviews outside of mainstream media. I would love to see Kim on the Wiley Show. I would love to see Kim on the Wiley. That will help increase her image. Okay, that will help increase her image. That will help increase her, bring more fans if they can understand the new people. Times have changed. Ain't nobody listen to no Sway in the Morning. Nobody's really listened to, I mean, it's nothing against Angie Martinez, but she's not the voice of the culture anymore. Her time has passed. You got up and coming dope bloggers. Okay. So I'm literally saying this, and I say it from the bottom of my heart. Nicki, Kim, more so you, Kim, you need to humble yourself and make the call. Make the call, and I would love to have Kim call in and come on the Wiley Show. That will be, she could come on this show today, and it will reach other blogs. And you think nobody's listening to the show? One person sent to the shade room, they screen record, I ask her the right questions, it will instantly, it will trend. It will trend. Let me send Kim a voice note. I'm gonna have to send her a voice note, because she says she watched everything on the internet. Is this her? Let me see. Hey, look, Kim, this is Wiley from the Wiley Show. You need to do this, and I'm just going to keep it real with you, Kim. I'm not going to kiss your ass. You need to get off your ass, and you need to do more interviews. You need to do music, because what you did for that album, your whole fucking team need to be fucking fired. They did a fucking terrible job promoting you. I don't know what it is. It's either you or your team. But let me tell you, Kim, humble yourself. You need to be hungry. Give me that beast. I understand that you're a mother, but it's time for you to dominate, and you need to be doing interviews and doing music, and I would love to help you, because you are too well known in this industry to not dominate. Your album 9 should have dominated the charts, but you got to get off your ass and go on shows. Okay? You need to go on, hold on, let me give another. You need to go on Tasha K show, the Wiley Show, the My Wicked Show, every fucking show. You need to be on it. You have to do it. I understand. Yes, you are Queen B, but I'm talking about relevancy. I'm talking about exposure. I'm talking about the today market, the Gen X, the to today people that is buying music, not those in the 80s and 90s. I'm talking about those listeners today. Either try to do a song with Tekashi. I know he's snitching, and I know you don't deal with no snitches, but that'll be controversial. But people would buy your music. I'm just trying to give you, I'm speaking with love, Kim, because I love you, and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna kiss your ass. If you want to ass kiss her, get somebody else kiss your ass. I'm keeping it real. If you don't believe me, hey, just keep doing what you're doing. But if you listen to me, sister, you can be on top on the billboards. You got to stop being lazy and get up, and you need to be hungry. Peace. That's it. I mean, some people need to hear that. Some people need to be like, get off your ass. Like, how many more days? And I'm so tired when she do an interview. Yeah, Biggie, Brooklyn and Biggie. And when you talking about shit in the 90s, you is washed up. If all you talking about shit in 1999 or 93, 94, you washed up. You need to get new people. If all your team is folks that came from the 90s and it's 2020, and they still got their pants down, got beepers, it's time for you to stop and get some new people on your team. It's time to get new people on your team. It is time. New up-and-coming time, new A&R reps, new graphic designers, new producers that's current today, not people that say, hit me on my landline, hit me on my pager. That time is over. That's over. We are in a social media online real estate, digital real estate. This is the era that we're in. Digital. Everything is moved. They're even talking about in America moving to digital currency. So we're not in the era of, let me hit that radio station. That's over. Cassette tapes over. Even albums and CDs are phasing out. It is about streaming. And you got to fucking keep it real. Period. I may not have the mega platform, but for Kim, damn sure Kim will be way greater than what she is now if I was behind the scenes pouring her, because she'll be on everybody live. Tosh K, how you doing? You want to interview Kim? Keep it real, Will. Drop some wine. Whatever shit you want to say it. Because I know if the shit go viral and her name is dominated, it will grow. I look at Kaya. Now I'm in my zone. I look at Kaya. I don't give a fuck how you trash that woman. Call her a trout mouth, oil leaking heifer that drive a van. I don't care how you talk about wooden case, whatever you say. Kaya work ethic, whatever she do, she know, and whoever she got on her team, I don't know if it's a gay or whomever. Somebody new is on her team that is telling her you need to dominate the social media and get your own website and say all the crazy shit you can say. Put it on Twitter, send it to the Shade Room, send it to whatever it is. She have learned her lesson how to dominate social media. And I think once she got through calling T.S. Madison on her name, and I think she started to learn from Maddie, and I think that people started coming to her team, and I think she realized that I can dominate online. And in reality, since I dominate online, when I release a new record, it gets streams, and I get a coin. Kaya is more relevant than Kim. That shouldn't be when Kim had the bigger career. But Kaya is knowing the formula of the today market. She got the today market down pat. Period. And if anybody disagree with me, you can hit that link and you can have that conversation with me, because I'm speaking nothing but facts when it comes to Kaya versus a Kim. You could ask the teenager, do you know who Kaya is? Oh, y'all know who Kaya is from Gag Order. You know who Kaya is. Yeah, it's, when the last time Lil Kim trend? Right? When the last time she dominated the Breakfast Club? When the last time she trend? Last time she trend is when they said, Nicki Minaj need to bow down to Kim. If I was Kim manager, you need to go live and do a live with Lisa Ray and say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? I understand. Thank you, sis, for telling these people to bow down. You real, Brooklyn, whatever. Come with a dope record. You got to dominate the conversation. You got to be relevant. Social media, if Black Twitter ain't talking about it, you're dead. You're has-been. Then you're washed up. So you have to know how to manipulate the media. And it's so easy to do it because everybody got a page is media. Period. So if she do just these little stuff that I'm saying, Kim would be a much stronger artist. Yes, she's dominated because of her history, but she's struggling to tap into today's market because she's using a 1995 strategy in a 2020 year. You have to think of today's market. That goes for Brandy, that goes for Monica, that goes for anybody from the 90s. If you ain't dominating social media, when the last time, I'm gonna just say this. Let me see the last time Kim posted. I might even get blocked, but I'm sure gonna screen record this and send it out and maybe even pay to promote it. Last time she posted was on June 28th. Said, "Hold Notorious KL in real time." It was number 10 on iTunes. Then she posted her daughter June 22nd. Then she posted her father June 21st. Then she posted her daughter June 11th. Then she posted Lil Nas X sing his praises to Lil Kim. Why don't you do a song with Lil Nas X? See, I don't give a damn of these people kissing your ass on they love you. Get your ass on the phone with Lil Nas X and say, Lil Nas X, let's do a record. If I was like, where her manager? Where that big fat man that was managing her? Where he at? Eating a burger? Like, I'll be on the phone. Hey, what up, Lil Nas? I want you to do, let's do a record with Kim. You do a verse, put it out. He is a top-selling artist. He had a number one broke records, the top number one broke records. It's like, don't just share him singing praises. If he don't want to do no record, fuck him. What the hell you share him just because he kisses your ass singing your praises? If he don't want to do no record, what he's saying is phony. Let me know it's real that we're going to do a record. Let's do a record, right? So that is what I'm trying to say for Kim, because Kim is still well-liked in the industry. And you see how Lil Nas X never denied Kim, but he denied Nicki. You know, he said he wasn't no bar, but now you're a Kim fan. Sit down, you queen. But it would be dope if Kim were to pick up that phone and had a conversation with Lil Nas X to do a record. I'm tired of her talking about, I got these dope records, man. I got a dope record with Paris Milan, and it's just sitting. It's going to be on part 2. I don't give a damn who's on the record. If you don't promote it and you dominate the social media, that follow-up of 9 part 2 will flop just like part 1 did. Part 1 sold 1,000 copies. Part 2 probably will sell 1,500 copies. It's because don't nobody know that you're out here because you're too lazy. Only when you want to go on Hot 97. Get out of New York. Get out of that mindset. You need to be traveling everywhere. Just like Erica Banks, she was in Atlanta. She in the pandemic. She was she was doing an interview with Daytime Tea Time. Kim, you're not exempt. You need to be on Candace, Daytime Tea Time, Lovely Tea, The Impressive, The Shade Room, Baller Alert, Jasmine Brand, The Neighborhood Talk, The Wiley Show, The Mob Wiggin Show. Whatever show to have a massive clout, have some clout, you need to dominate, and you need to allow these people to ask you the real tough questions, and you be very transparent, and you tell them why you have to fix your face 49,000 times. And when you're transparent, people will have sympathy and they will start buying your music. Because you're not one at when Charlamagne asked you the question, Kim, and said, why did you have that cosmetic surgery? Why would you ask me a question like that? Because your face is different. That's why he asked you a question. Don't act dumbfounded. Your team should, like me, I'll prepare you. They're going to talk about your face. They're going to call you ching chong face. They're going to say this about you. They're going to say a lot. So let me prepare you for the stuff that they say. So let's do a mock interview of me stuff so you can be strong enough so you can go on and cry in the back. So when you go on interview, you be strong for your clap back because you already know they're going to ask you those questions. I was to tell the Freaky Boys, my friends, in Chicago, they're rap artists. They're actually in LA, but they interviewed on the Breakfast Club, and I told them, I said, be prepared. You already know Charlamagne gonna ask you if y'all are top or bottom. What you mean? Well, they ain't gonna ask no stuff like that. I said, hell yeah, y'all are gay, right? Yeah, we gay. And you extra feminine. Charlamagne, they're gonna ask you, are you a top or bottom? So be prepared. They're gonna ask you. They're gonna be and go with the punches because you're on a national platform. You a gay duo. They're gonna ask you, is y'all fucking? So be prepared. Don't act so like, oh my god, what we ask, nigga? You gay and you feminine? Like, come on. Like, let's be real. Let's not act brand new here. You need to prepare yourself. Oh, you and then his manager, and their manager is no longer here. He passed on. God rest his soul. But I told him, I said, they're gonna actually, and when they went on the Breakfast Club, when you Google the Freaky Boys, when you listen to Charlamagne, particularly, who the top, who the bottom, who does this? When they went on WGCI, the Morning Riot, they asked them the same thing. Who the top? Who is y'all screwing? Get prepared for ask that. So don't be shocked. So you have to, that's what preparation. That's why when Nicki said I spent years perfecting my craft, you have to understand that. And you have to have real people on your team, period. I have to have real people on my team too, period. So, because her face definitely, even Cardi B got to be criticized because she want to mess up her face. She want to do stuff with her face. So I'm like, be careful. Look at Kim Cardi. Look at that. Do you want to end up like that? Cardi, I see that look. Don't you? You keep on playing with that face if you want to. You're gonna be face. That you keep on right on up there making alterations to them lips. Keep on making alterations to all that type of stuff. You're gonna be unrecognizable and they're going to drag you. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. All right. If you're doing it, I don't know if you're doing it. I just saw a comment. I don't want to be sued. But I had to keep it real in that situation because I think Kim should take that advice as heart. And maybe one day we would definitely have a conversation. Hopefully one day. They said Wiley can't be stopped. And I'm just going to be real with you. I'm going to be real with you. And this is what I'm going to tell you for bloggers. This is going for all of us. Don't feel saddened because you don't have a lot of subscribers. Get to your 1,000 so you can be monetized and go from there. Focus on the content. Be your fucking self. Even if you get inspiration for the same title, just have your personality, how you feel, your flavor, because they coming for you. Once you be you, people will come and they will follow you. Period. And once you're transparent, you will grow. Period. Point blank. And I have to learn that. I said, shit, they love when I talk shit about my mama, so I'm going to keep talking shit about it. Shit, she was fucked up, so I'm going to talk about it. Yeah, they love when I talk about my bipolar disorder. I'm going to talk about it more. Oh, they love when I talk about Tasha K. Shit, I'm going to talk about what Tasha K told. You got to feed your motherfucking audience what they come to watch and consume. Period. That's why it's liquor stores in the black community, because they know black folks love to buy liquor. Ding, ding, ding. Period. It's like whatever you buy and whatever you purchase, why you think everybody's selling Black Lives Matter merchandise? It's because it's hot right now. Here, Black Lives Matter masks, Black Lives Matter Febreze, Black Lives Matter phone cases, Black Lives Matter glasses, Black Lives Matter drawers, Black Lives Matter condoms, Black Lives Matter lube, whatever, because it is hot. Period. So, of course, they're paying streets because right now it's hot to say Black Lives Matter. Now, some people doing it for a coin, some people doing it as a change, and there's a social connect, but then you got those, oh, baby, I'm going to have to get a coin. Black Lives Matter hotcakes. Black Lives Matter sweet potato pies. So, whatever it takes, people are taking it better. Black Lives Matter hand sanitizer. So, that's what is going on because it is hot. Okay? Period. So whatever you put it on there, I love the shirt. Look at that, got the shirt with the fist and everything. It's a drooler. He making a drool with the fist. Black Lives Matter. So we understand. So Black Lives Matter eye patch. So what I'm trying to tell you, whatever is popping and popular, they're going to flock to you. Just like when we started this show, we had 10 viewers, 20 viewers. Now we had 100. So that means more people, they're sharing it. It's business, people, so don't be discouraged. One day you're going to watch the Wiley Show. You're going to see 2,000 people watching, 3,000 people watching, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. You're going to see it all. Just keep watching because my work ethic, because I'm damn sure I'm hungry for success. I'm hungry for it. Period. By any means necessary, I'm hungry for it. I think about it every day. Before I go to sleep, I think about it. I have dreams of being successful. I wake up of the type of success that I have fantasies. Orgasm is the type of success that I have. I already have an orgasm of me being so successful, having award shows and having my amazing orgy, after me leaving a Grammy party. So I'm already strategizing about that. So it's in my bones. It's in my structure. It's in my existence. And sometimes I do kind of like feel myself because some people be, when they see me, hey man, how you doing? You blog? Oh my gosh, the Wiley Show. I gotta have to subscribe. Do you have any business cards? Like I gotta get business cards. Now I'm getting a little no. Now you want business cards? Let me get your business card. You got any business cards? So, so I understand it and you get it. So you got to keep moving and don't be discouraged. That's what I tell mods or people. Say don't block these people because I unblock everybody. Let these people talk. Hell, even if they cuss or something, just if they ain't doing too much, just let them. Cause if they ain't doing too much, some people don't do too much. Don't too much. But let the people talk because that's how you grow. You don't want to stump your growth. You know what I'm saying? You want people to come on up in there because say what you want to say. But eventually it's gonna be all that. I can go anywhere in the world and somebody is talking about you. Period. They're gonna always talk about the Wiley Show. But that's the type of job that I want. I don't want to stop it. Oh, let me delete this. You can't come. I'm gonna be out in the street. People gonna be calling me trash. They're gonna be saying I can't see you ugly. Oh, you gonna hear it all. This ain't nothing. I can't be like where my mind's at or where my people at. Remove them. Like, come on now. Like some stuff. Just let the people just say what they want to say. And eventually they'll move on. And they'll become fans. But I actually love when somebody criticizes because it makes me better. Because then they in here, I'm going to say a little bit more to make them more pissed so they can come back next week and get me together. That's what I love. Somebody said, come and get Wiley, please. And tell, it's just really a conversation. I would love to see it. Now, press 1 if you want to see Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj go together. Press 1. And I know some of y'all going to say, hell no. But let me reword the question. And if you ain't saying it, you're lying. If they drop the song, press 1 that you would listen to the song. If they would drop the record, press 1. If Kim and Nicki do a record and it dropped tonight, and if it just dropped, with press 1, you were streaming and listen. I want to see how many people in this chat gonna be honest. I want to see how many people is going to be honest in this chat. Some of y'all gonna lie. You gonna lie. I'm gonna be main one streaming and listening to like everybody else because you want to be nosy. You want to be nosy. Period. Look at all them number ones down in the chat. You will be listening. Period, poo. Be right there, be listening. And the most people I'm learning, I don't watch Wiley. He trash. If you talk much about me, most people that say this common lie that I hear, man, nigga, you lying. You do watch him. You have that much aggressive and your face turn like this, and somebody say, I don't like that person. I don't like that person like that. His nose be running. And he can't even see that. That's when you know you got your supporter. Period. They be telling themselves, just keep listening. When they get to their roasting, your nose be right. You talk about your mama every day. That means they are a fan. Period. Thank you for supporting me. Security, remove them. Hey, talk about you too masculine. Who cares you were masculine? You're going to be right there with your masculine buff self listening to that record because you're going to be nosy because it's going to dominate the news. I'll definitely be here for a Nicki and Cardi song, period. Me too. I'll be definitely there for it too. When I tell you that I'm gonna be right there, just Queen B and the Nicki and all. She know, Lil Kim gonna say, It will reach number one because Lil Kim will tell her fans to come together with the barbs. It will reach number one. It will be a number one record. It will be a number one record, and then Kim will still be able to eat and musically as having hits and number ones and all of that. I think she still got a lot of stuff in there like that. Yes. Period. Somebody says you still talking. Of course, I'm still talking on the Wiley Show. Period. I'm still talking. Once you leave and come back, I'm still here talking. Period. See these people, and this another thing too. Like when I was on YouTube today, and I saw something, I felt something, and August Alsina, and of course, Jada Pinkett Smith. That situation happened. My producer said, and I got a new producer that he said, you got to jump on it right now. I said, right now, I got to eat. No, right now. Jump on it. Boom. And I jumped on it. And then everybody else jumped on it. And then boom, boom, boom. That's how you have to do it. In this game, get to it. Put your style to it. Don't watch somebody else. Get to the story first. And I was like, you did that, bro. You did that. Get to it. And I had to put it out there. I put that thumbnail together. I said, listen, we're going to talk about it. Because I was going to talk about the Kim and Nicki thing first, but Some Hotter came up and I had to talk about it. So, period. This cross-eyed guy is entertaining. I'm gonna be so famous. They're gonna be saying he gonna keep cockeyed and all that. I'm famous. And they was like, and I may get my eye fixed once I'm famous and got the money to do so. Maybe I may get it fixed. I may not get it fixed because this is part of my brand. Because then young kids that got a cross eye, they'll be flamed just like when Fetty Wap. He got the one eye. He made the one eye. He had the one eye. He made that famous. I'm gonna make the cross eye, cock eye famous. So if Nicki and Cardi come together, no one will listen because all the thing curbs. People will listen. That nobody will listen is a lie. People will listen, and white media will get involved with that into. Period. I'm looking forward to it. I feel in my bones that Kim is definitely gonna. I don't think this is the end for her career. I think that if she worked with the right people, she can have a great, successful career. Period. I think that if she works with the right people, she will have an successful career. 9:30. I'm going to get my probably my some cold water, sit back and chill, probably come back for a whole nother, but this is a marathon, baby. Okay. And shout out to my people because they know I feed y'all lives. My audience love me going live. It's just like crack. You always want a hit. Like, come on, Riley, when you going live? I be hearing people. One lady called me. It was like 4 a.m. Riley, I need my fix. When you going live? Like she cash at me to get up, and I got up. I said, "Oh no, that wasn't at 4 a.m. It was like it was early today. It was like 12, 1 o'clock." And I said, "Let me put something together. Let me cook up something." And that was a lit show we did because she needed her fix. She said she couldn't sleep, and she went to sleep. She got a good night rest after we got through with her on the show. Gave her a good episode. She slept. She told me. She texted me. She said, "I slept real good. Thank you for going live, for giving me something to do." And as she watched, she went to sleep. That was good. Thank you. Everybody will listen. Everybody in this chat will listen to a Kim and a Nicki record. Period. Yeah, she wanted her fix, and I was right here. And so when I was in the show, they called and she and I said, "Hey, let me go live." And I was up. I said, "Why not? Let me go live." Period. Just like I was supposed to interview an artist, and they was like, "Oh, I ain't ready. I got to be prepared." I mean, please, anybody in the world can call me. "Hey, Wiley, could you come on my show?" That's like the Breakfast Club. And I'm telling the bro, "No, I got to prepare. I'm already prepared. When you want me, give me the time, place. Okay, you want me to hit the link? I'm there. I ain't like some of these new people." Period. Look, I'm seeing the people come up in the chat talking about Wiley. In 30 minutes, you need to end your show. Okay, in 30 minutes, I'm gonna end my show. Welcome to all the new subscribers in the chat. Let these people comment because they make the views grow. Most of your subscribers from Canada. I check your. No, most of my subscribers are not from Canada, but I love Canada. Though I want to go visit Canada. I want to open up me a school in Canada. I want to open up me a Wiley Black Lives Matter International Academy in there. So we definitely don't be shocked if I put the cat. I want to open up me a Wiley Black Lives Matter International Academy in Canada. Somebody said, you mean Nicki Cardi don't have no reason to apologize? Somebody said Nicki to apologize. Yes. And shout out to Canada. I probably do got a big base in Canada. Shout out to Canada. I've never been to Canada. I would love to go to Canada. I would love to see the Canadians, and I would love to. I think it would be dope. I would love to bring my girl Kim to Canada with me, and I love Canada. I think Canada is an amazing. They say it's the most happiest place on earth. I don't know how true it is. I'll have to go and check that out. Okay, I don't know how true it is. I don't know how to check it out. And this is another thing. I'm gonna do my testimony before I go. Okay, I'm gonna give me about 5 minutes. I remember people was like, Wiley, are you discouraged? Thank you so much for the Cash App for your low viewership. When the lies, you have some people with thousands and you have like maybe 200, or are you discouraged? I said no, because I am grateful that I have that, because I could remember for years I only had one viewer. When I would have an episode on Blog Talk Radio, I would have like 10 listeners, 5 listeners. If I had 200 listeners on Blog, I would jump for joy. So I am appreciative and happy that I have what I have, because I work my ass off to get it. And with the success, and really hustle to get it. Because I can remember the days when I would have people on my Blog Talk Radio show, and it would be no callers. It would just be me and the guests. And sometimes when I look back at those Blog Talk Radio shows, listen to them, it would just be me on the show talking to nobody. Talking to absolutely nobody. For years, it would be me. We got thousands of people listening from around the world. Nobody. It was. Then when I go back, 3 listeners, 4, 5, 6. But I kept being consistent, and we at where we at. We got people mad at us all over the world, and we got people that love us all over the world. And I started being consistent, and because it's the reason behind that, I did have some shows that went viral. We had Justin J on the show. It was a big viral moment for Blog Talk. One of the hottest shows on Blog Talk. We was the #1 show on Blog Talk for weeks. But after that hot moment, what did I do? I stopped doing it. I don't want to do it no more. I'm sleepy. I got to work. I'm tired of doing this YouTube stuff. I'm going away. I'm tired of doing it. This don't make no sense. I'm tired of doing this YouTube stuff. So I did all that stuff, and guess what happened? I went on, moved to a different situation, kept being active in it. Everybody starts from zero. And then I moved to the beef sector. Got to the beef sector, started talking about other YouTubers, and it grew from there. Then I got tired, and I said, I want to do celebrity gossip because I can't go nowhere else and just, doing that. So I said, I think something bigger for myself. So what I did was I started doing celebrity gossip. I started doing it, and half of the stuff I didn't know, and I'm learning, still a baby at it, but I'm getting better and better every day. So my point is, don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing. Continue to be consistent, and don't stop every day. When I say you got to work hard, I've seen many people started with me and stop. I've seen many people that started when I said and became successful. Kid Fury, he had a YouTube. I was on YouTube when he was on YouTube. He had no show, no deal, no nothing, but he was just a YouTuber. But he kept at it, and now he have a good show, The Read. But I stopped. I didn't continue. I didn't put the work in. So when the blessings start flowing, I ain't get mad, because guess what? I stopped. Faith without works is dead. You can believe all day, but if you ain't got that work And you want some more faith, put some more work in. My uncle, my bishop told me that. He said, if you want some more faith, put some more work in. Yes. So somebody tell I only get 20 if I'm lucky, but don't be discouraged, Blue. Keep doing what you're doing, sister. Keep doing what you're doing. Never stop believing because you will get there. You will get there. So when I tell you you will get there, you definitely will get there. But if you're a wino, let me put this because this gonna trigger them. If you're a wino, post a wine glass in the chat. If you're a wino. If you're a wino, post a wine glass in the chat. I want to see something real quick. I have a lot of winos that watch the show, and that's an honor because me and Tasha is I think she's an incredible. I think that she's an incredible. But if you're a wino, person a wine glass. If you're not scared, let me see how many winos that we have in the chat. Really? Yeah. So I'm seeing in the chat, I'm seeing y'all in here. Thank you all for the love. Thank you all for the support. Somebody said, please don't miss other lives doing all the commentary. We love working over here. Yes. But we love you all that is supporting us. And thank you all to the Kim fans that's been coming on. Thank you for the Kim fans. Thank you for the Nicki fans. Also, thank you for the Cardi fans. Gotta go. This was a dope episode. We got into a lot of things in the show. I think that it's going to be incredible. And at the end of the day, listen, you can say what you want about the Wiley Show, but I put the work in, and I'm going to continue to put the work in. I'm going to continue to do it. I don't know why they mad. I just people would be so mad, but I put a lot of work in what I do. Put a lot of work in what I do, and I will continue to put the work in. I want to thank y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night. Good night. Good night. This is a proper yes. Come through. Proper way. All right. I'll see y'all later. Peace. Hello, Nicki. Did you call me? What you say, Kim?